Some come because they really want to be a part of our athletics program. And all of them come because they know that they're going to get a good education and that they're going to be well rounded young women when they leave our school. And all of that is really important to us. And we want to foster that in each and every one of them. And we really want them to know that we want to get to know them, and we want to know what it is that they want, and we want to know how we can help them get there.
I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private and independent schools to bring you insights into school programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administration. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
I love working with the students and the teachers. I love the community at the school. And I love the opportunities to grow the strategic direction of the school with my leadership team. I first joined the school in August of 2019. At this time, I was most excited about meeting my staff and all of the students and having an opportunity to talk to them one on one and get into some classrooms. COVID came not 6 months later, and it opened a world of possibility. As I knew that our strategic plan was coming to an end, we took this time to really investigate where we thought the school should go and what was best for us going forward. My leadership team and I started committees that had board members, students, parents, alumni, both parents and student alumni, and others who were interested in the well being of the school. At this time, we asked lots of questions and really figured out what it was that the school wanted and the direction we wanted to go. At this point, we really knew that we needed to put the girl in the center and work outward from there. So her experience might not look like somebody else's, and yet it might look very similar as well. We've had the opportunity over the last few years to really look at the student-centered learning, the individualization, and how we can make HNMCS the best possible school. It's been quite a journey and a very exciting ride, and we're looking forward to finishing off our strategic plan, Route 2026. I would say there isn't a typical day in the life of a head of school. There are so many different things that happen in a day and so many different things that you need to react to. So sometimes it's getting in first thing in the morning and going up to classes. It's being at the door to greet all of the girls as they come in. It's walking down the hallway in the office to say hello and good morning to everybody. It's the opportunity to sit and check emails and respond to people that maybe emailed overnight. It's also the opportunity to meet with people. So to meet with advancement or enrollment or the business office. It's the opportunity to meet with my leadership team. It's setting agendas and talking about the important things of the school. It's asking the admin assistant to do things for us. It's in the spring, it's setting up interviews and it's meeting all of the students because I do meet all of our new students and interview each one of them. It's being a part of open houses and it's being a part of marketing teams and it's really, meeting with student services and it's discussing things with the chaplain and it's just a real process of every day is different and every day is just looking at what's in front of you now. And some days are really productive and you check a lot of stuff off your to-do list. And some days go in a completely different direction and they leave you exhilarated and sometimes exhausted and just looking at all of the different possibilities and things you need to do in a day. And sometimes things take several days to sort of get through and really look at. But a part of all of that is just trying to take the time and really listen and really be a part of the community in the hopes that you are not just growing your enrollment, but growing the word of mouth opportunities for your students and their families to tell others how great the school is and why they should come. So there isn't a typical day. And I would have to say that although We have a sort of an 8 to 4 kind of feel in the school. Board meetings go until 8 o'clock at night, and open houses are on weekends. And there are other opportunities to go and do stuff outside of the school, like heads meetings and being a part of Zoom calls, and just really sort of settling into what is best for your school, and knowing that each day is going to start with that question and hopefully end with after today, the school is just a little bit better. And that's what we want for each step of the direction and of where we're going as we grow and get older. Our school is quite new. It only started in, well, we had our first 10-year anniversary last year, and so it's a fairly new school with lots to look at as far as philanthropy and events and all of the direction of how to make the school the best possible place that it can be. Given that I started in August of 2019, last year was my first year of running a traditional or more typical year. So a student joins anywhere in our school from grades 5 through 12. And so they can have a journey that's 8 years, or they could have a journey that's only 2 years. And that really sort of depends on when they come and meet us and become a part of our school and our community. There are so many opportunities for our girls. So, from the academics in the school to all of the student life activities, our girls are taking all of the required courses, but also have opportunities to go on outdoor ed trips, to go on international trips, to really sort of explore who they are as people, who they are as friends, and who they are in a community larger than themselves. So, what happens? Well, let's say you join in grade 9. The first 4 days of grade 9, you actually hop on a bus and you head up to Camp Arrowhawk. And so, it's an opportunity for you to meet the girls who have been at the school in middle school, but also meet all of your new friends and the girls who are joining. And then when they come back, they jump right into classes, but they also jump into trying out for school teams because the season starts really quickly. So, athletics are going and all of our co curriculars are going. And what that looks like is the girls have choices and they have the opportunity to sign up for what they want. This is actually a part of our day and a part of our program. We include it right into the day and have 2 classes in the morning. And then we have what we call our flex block. And the flex block is things like our teacher advisor program and motion Mondays and assemblies and our chapel period and clubs. So that sort of happens right after flex block. And then they have lunch. And starting this year, we have a mandatory lunch program for all of our new students. And it allows the girls to come into the cafeteria and be a part of the community with all of the grades. So we separate both middle school and senior school lunch. And our middle school girls have recess after they have lunch. And then they go back into class. And then our senior school girls have their lunch. And then they have a couple more blocks. And then they have co curriculars at the end of the day. And that's sort of the last 55 minutes of the day. Our blocks right now are running 70 minutes, and we have a mixture of linear and semestered classes in the high school. And then in the middle school, the classes are all full year, and we are really exploring and playing with the opportunities for the girls to learn in a different way. So maybe they walk into a classroom and there's a problem on the table and they need the opportunity to talk to each other and get up and move around and really sort of start exploring what it looks like to become thinkers and creative problem solvers, and explore all the different ways that they can be assessed, and having all sorts of presentations and opportunities to get in front of their class. And it's just a really great opportunity and experience for our girls. And so is leadership. We really want to give the girls a voice, and we really want to make sure that when they leave, they're leaving with confidence and compassion, and understand that justice and respect are really key. And one of our core values is transformation. And so when they come in, no matter what grade they come in, we want them to see that they've been able to transform themselves in some way, both personally and within the school. We also have an 80-hour community service requirement, and our girls just really jump in with both feet and give themselves into the community, because it's really important to us that they give back. and they find a way to give back that matters to them. And so there's just all these paths that are going on and all of these journeys. And as I mentioned earlier, their journey is not necessarily going to look like the girls beside them, but they really do a good job of sharing and exploring. And then on that last day, when they get to cross that stage and become a part of our alum, is a really proud day. And it's a really great day to sort of sit back and watch them take the world by the horns and just say, "Hey, world, here I am, and welcome to my next step." I would say that we have both staff that stay a long time and staff that come for shorter spurts because they're looking for a transition, a step into administration that maybe at our school, because we are so small, just doesn't provide them with it. But I see my job as training everybody in the school, staff and faculty alike, in order to be the best that they can be in the job that they have and the job that they want to have. And so I work very specifically and directly with our teachers to see where they are and who they are and what their qualities are and where they're going to be best suited. And if it means long term at HMCS, that's fantastic. And if it means an opportunity to move on and move potentially up into administration, then that's also excellent too. And I really do believe that as a leadership team and as the head of school, that my role is to help them find the place in the world where they're meant to be and to be the best versions of themselves at HNMCS or wherever it is they might go. But knowing that they're going or staying with full support of myself and the leadership team. I would say that we have both staff and students who really embody the values of the school. So we have four core values, and they are justice, compassion, respect, and transformation. And our girls come in knowing that those are our core values and that our goals and hopes for them are going to be showing them how they live them. So we have themes every year, and the themes sort of help them abide and live through and explore in those values. Our families pick our school because we have such strong core values and because we are that sort of moral values based school, and everything with our girls sort of starts from there. So I often say to the families, we want to give them roots, which start with our core values, and then we want to give them the opportunity to grow and that those branches become a path that they can take and an opportunity that they can see, and those opportunities crisscross and become different for each student and sometimes different in their whole path at the school. And that's okay because we want them to explore that. We really think it's important that girls learn to use their voice and that they enable themselves to speak up for themselves, to really put their voice out there, and to become compassionate, strong leaders, and that all of our programming leads them to that point so that they believe in themselves. We have an incredible robotics team. Obviously, all girls, and it is one of the programs that truly embodies our core values. It really teaches them compassion, it teaches them collaboration, it teaches them transformation, not just of selves, but of the program. And it shows through everything that they do that how they become a part of something that is much bigger than themselves. And that's sort of who we are. So there's two sort of parts to being a student at HNMCS, and one is living and working within our core values as a community, and the other is living and working inside of our core values as an individual. And we love them to be able to explore all of that and really see who they are at their own core. And so as they put that self forward, they're really working from a place within that allows them to um, make really good decisions and really explore the decisions they have made, and just sometimes sit back and question where they're at and how they got there and what their next steps are. And we really value that, and we value those conversations. And I always say to both our students, and our families, that there will always be at least one adult in our school that your daughter will go to and can have these incredible conversations with, and just explore everything. And that's who we are. We want them to know themselves from the inside out, and we want to be there as they take those steps into that journey. In the last several years, we have set up a really great program between our alumni and our current students. Because we are such a new school, we don't have a lot of alumni that are out and working in the world. However, we do foster that as well. But what we do is we bring back alum who are at current universities that will come and talk to our girls. We also set them up, our girls, so they can talk to alum when they get there. Sometimes it's our girls at universities that are giving them tours and really taking them around and just sort of being very honest and sincere with our girls about what to expect in first year, how you interact with academic deans or directors, counselors at their school, how you meet people, getting involved in clubs, like really just sort of looking at that. We also do alumni breakfast where they come in and they talk to our girls. So there's a really great connection that we have started with our students, and there are several throughout the year. We do them on Google Meet so that our girls that are away at university don't have to come back. They can really connect with the girls, and then we set them up with emails, with phone numbers, so that the girls can stay connected and interconnect as they go on through their journey. So we're really, really proud of our alum, and we're really proud of our students. And we love this opportunity and these abilities for them to just get together, both organically and as something that we set up at first in order for them to all succeed and be a part of each other's lives. We have many different students who come to our school for many different reasons. So some come because it's small. Some come because they're going to get more personalized opportunities to work with their teachers and our guidance department. Some come because we're moral based. Some come because we want them to find their voice and their confidence. Some come because they've come to an open house and they've met somebody who they've connected with. Some come to us because they're international students and it's been suggested that we would be a good fit. So there are lots of opportunities and lots of different girls who come to the school. And again, because we really try to start with the girl and where she's at, that the experience they're going to get is different. And that's part of the reason sometimes why they come too. Some come for particular programs like our robotics program, like our choirs, like our DI program. And some come because they really want to be a part of our athletics program. And all of them come because they know that they're going to get a good education and that they're going to be well rounded young women when they leave our school. And all of that is really important to us. And we want to foster that in each and every one of them. And we really want them to know that we want to get to know them, and we want to know what it is that they want, and we want to know how we can help them get there. So I think that's a really great question, and that we really are a school who can pivot and foster who they are and what they want from us, so that when they walk out our doors at the end of their time with us, that they're going to look back and say, not only was that an incredible experience at HNMCS, but I want to give back as I go ahead. And we really look forward to all of those things. Although there are students who come to our school and are very excited and really want to be a part of our community, sometimes they're just not a fit. And this often comes down to challenges in the classroom, ways that they learn that are just different from the way that we're learning. And we work with these families and these girls to really promote who we are, where we're coming from, and how we can help them make it work. And we also then talk to the families if it's not working and just say, how can we help you? Where is a school that's going to be a better fit? And how can we help you get there? Because we really want all of our girls to be successful, and we want all of their families to be proud of the experience that they've had at HNMCS. And we really just know that sometimes in this moment and in this point in their lives, it's just not working, and that's okay. And that it's also okay to explore other options and to look around to see what else is there. However, I would say that most girls who are interested in coming to our school and who have applied to our school are applying because they know who we are and what we stand for, and that they already know that they're going to be a great fit for our school. The culture at the school is something that really makes us unique. When you come to our school, there is a feeling that just sort of overwhelms you. It takes you into the school and it really makes you feel like the school is a place that you want to be at. It's a place that allows you to be yourself and just really encourages you to be a part of it. As our graduating class this year said, it's a sisterhood. It's a part of, it becomes a real part of your core of who you are, and the support that they give each other and lift each other up is just really key into them growing into the women that they are and will be and will continue to be. And I think it's really a very amazing place, and that it's something that you need to sort of experience in person and fully, because you can't really explain it. It really is a feeling, and it's something that when I started, so when I came for my interviews back in 2019, that it really was this overwhelming feeling that I just knew that it was a school and a community that I wanted to be a part of, and that it's just this um, amazing, um, women centered, very powerful and confident environment that's just going to take the girls and lift them to a new level, and do it by asking tough questions and putting them into situations where they really need to sit back and explore and be curious and just really sort of push lots of amazing boundaries and ask lots of really great questions and just truly explore who they are. And it is an environment and a culture that just allows them to do that and allows them to grow into incredible people. And when they come back after they've left and gone away to university or are working now, it's something that they continue to talk about. And I would say that the culture and community of the school is what makes us truly unique and very special. We really work to encourage the relationship between parents and our school. So, the first sort of line of communication with any of our parents is directly with a classroom teacher or a club or a coach, whoever the teacher is that's running that and is associated most directly with their daughter in that circumstance. We do have a parent association and we very much encourage them to get involved. We run fundraising events, we run community events, and our parents are invited to all of those things and really encouraged to come and be a part of that. We had them involved in our strategic plan. We really like to sort of open up communication and ask lots of questions. Communication is one of the things that we've been working on since I got there, and really trying to adjust it and make it work for everybody involved, and just make some are small tweaks, some are bigger tweaks. And we have the stargazer that goes out once a month that looks back at what happened that month. We have a keeping up with the stars, which looks ahead, and every 2 weeks the parents get that to say this is what's happening in the school. And of course, they can email and talk to their teachers or the admin team at any point. And we encourage all of that and just really try to help them through step by step, person by person, to talk to the right people. We have innovative leaders. So they have the teacher, and then they have ILs, and then we have coordinators of the middle school and the senior school, and then we have the directors, and then we have me. And so we really try and make sure that they're talking to the right people and getting all of the right information. Our business office manager, gets involved obviously with the finances, and then we have an office manager who also does the student information system and sends out all of the communications. So we really are trying to um, get parents involved and really have them a part of the school as it grows and changes. And we just want to make sure that it's the best possible place for everybody with the best communication. And we know that that takes time, and it takes opportunities for those to share with them how they feel about how it's going. And we try and adapt and adjust and make it work for everybody. As we know, when you're a teenager and when you're involved in your own personal growth, there are times when you are going to have conflicts with other girls. And as soon as we know about them, our first suggestion is obviously go to the nearest adult and let them know what's happening. And we try and encourage the classroom teacher or our student services to really get involved at that level and try and help you sort it out. So sometimes it's conversations with you, sometimes it's conversations with everybody involved. And sometimes it's really the opportunity to just bring everybody together in a room with the right adults that the students have had a say in having in the space, and to have a restorative conversation. It's the opportunities to really talk things through. We have a core values infraction sheets, which allows the girls to write out what they believe happened in the situation and how they would fix it in the future. And we really just try and get the girls to own their place, own their part in it, to sort of take responsibility, ask the question, what part did you have to play in this? And how can we help you address it in the future? It's never a one time conversation and then it's done. It's let's start here. Let's go forward. What does this look like now? And there's different layers of it and levels of it that work with the girls directly and their families in order to ensure that everybody feels seen and heard and a part of the process. And we think that's really important. This is a great question. So we often ask our girls when we're interviewing them about coming to the school, what three adjectives would a friend use to describe you? So what three adjectives would we use to describe the school? I would say that it is a community-driven, collaborative school that really helps girls find their voice and wants to encourage them to be the best people that they can be, and just opens their door to exploring through academics, through student life, through travel, through clubs, through just being a part of everything that is in the school. And that our school would definitely say, I'm collaborative, I'm compassionate, I'm transformative, and that together we're going to just be the best that we can be. And so when we leave the school at the end, that it's feeling very proud of itself and the people in it. As a girls' school, we definitely take part in our International Women's Day festivities. We're invited by the mayor to the local activities and assembly and festivities that they're hosting. And our school itself is situated on a very large campus. So we have incredible natural resources right on site. We are located in the middle of a residential neighborhood. So although there are sidewalks and places that we can go for a walk, unless you have a car and a driver's license, it's tough to get places. And that basically when you get to our school, you're at our school for the day and you take part in all of the activities. That's part of who we are and what we believe as well. Although over the last several years, we've been building great relationships with the city of Mississauga. We have our graduation at the Living Arts Center in Mississauga, and we really do try and take part in the activities as we learn about them in our community and as we grow and learn more about what's happening in the neighborhood. Most of our parents have done a lot of research by the time they get to us for an interview and for an application. So, as we are one of the only Catholic schools in the neighborhood and the only official all girls Catholic school in the CIS, they already know about us and about our morals and where we start from. So, if they are looking for an all girls Catholic school, we are the only one in Mississauga, and we are the only one that is Catholic in nature and by design, and is a part of the Catholic school, independent school system as well. And we really do pride ourselves on that and on the opportunities to become what these parents need, and how we can become a part of their daughter's growth and development, socially, morally, and academically as she gets older and really is figuring out who she is. But our families come to us with a lot of that research already done.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.